Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. All right, so it's 90 Day Friday. And first up on the docket is 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way, Season 5, Episode 14, Be-hitched. Um, they should have named this Be Done Already.
Okay, so this may be like a short show. 'Cause we don't have anything. And normally I try to find something positive, to say something positive, while critiquing. This episode just kind of just wore me down. I've really got nothing for this episode. I mean, I'll be completely honest. I barely remember who's on this episode. Like, I know it's people I don't care about, so I vaguely remember. Um, I vaguely remember the couples. Let's see, Brandon and Mary because they got on my nerves. What's the face?
Holly and Wayne and Danielle Johan and
Yeah,
Timberly. Oh my God, Kimberly and TJ.
Timberly. Okay, I like that.
Timberly.
Like this whole episode is, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about anything. Which for me, I can really find on like a nugget. Like I can find something. Like I gotta dig deep sometimes, but I couldn't figure. None because all these storylines are stupid. Like if we're being completely honest,
Mhm.
um, we could start with the stupid twins, Brandon and Mary.
Okay, so before we start, let's just say hi to everybody who's joined us. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. Um, as we get people coming in, we'll just say hi. So you want to start with the nothing burgers?
But
Hey,
like
Rodney.
Debbie is a show of nothing burgers. Like we can't go wrong. Like if there was
But
if we had a contest where you had to pick a nothing
mm-hmm,
burger to win
mm-hmm,
$500, we would go
mm-hmm.
broke because you can't
I
miss with this
know.
episode. You can't miss.
Is it sad to say that I miss Shanika and Zyber?
Shekinah,
Shekinah,
Shekinah.
what's her name?
Here's the reason why, because with those two, they're newer to us, and there's so much to laugh at. Like with these people, these main
Mhm.
couples, it's like I don't care about none of y'all. We because okay, with Sarper and Shekinah, we haven't poked holes in their whole storyline. Like we haven't gotten
Wait,
that far
yes,
yet.
we did. Yes,
Well, no,
we think
we
it's super fake.
no, we think that, but we haven't like had a whole season so far to pick poke holes, and like Sarper just gives us the gold. He just puts it out there like I'm a hoe, 2,500 women, broke
My
bed.
bed.
I mean, like it's just out there for us. That's the easy part. It's like the rest of these is like you give me something to work with. I mean, in the beginning, here's what happened with us. Now I'm gonna take a lot of blame with this, y'all. I'm gonna take a lot of blame for this, like 85%.
Mhm.
Coming into this episode, I was like, okay, these people are new, they're fresh, we don't know them. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be stupid, but hey, it's gonna be new stupid. I was here for new stupid, but then as we go on, and unfortunately, we've evolved as reality TV watchers, especially 90 Day Fiance. Remember in the olden days, we
Mhm.
like, this is stupid. This doesn't make sense. This is
Mhm.
you said one whole different thing over here, but now you're saying this. I'm like, this is too much. This is too
Mhm.
much. I miss the olden days where with 90 Day Fiance, the other way. Do you remember what's the name? Brittany, who went to the Middle East.
Jordan, was it?
Yes.
Jordan. Yeah.
Remember
Well,
we didn't catch on to her until like episode 6,
oh
and
my God.
I mean,
That was, we, no, because Ava slash Ablavi was in our chat saying that she was dipping over to Dubai to do business.
right, but, with that, it felt like we didn't get to bust you out until episode 6. I felt like I at least had to do some detective work. But these people, it's like You're just contradicting
I
yourself
think
all
I
over the
think you
place.
were put on the back foot with her because when she showed up in Jordan, they only had
Well,
one minor fight over duty free at the airport, and then
well,
to a nice rental apartment. He was like, "Wait, he got money."
I'm just saying, like, but these couples, like, it's like, wow, I don't care about you, like,
Yeah, none of them we've created any sort of emotional
connection.
connection with.
No,
None of them. Okay, hey Kelly Swat. Hi Stacy.
hey,
Welcome, welcome.
Stacy. But here's the thing, though. Even with Gino and Jasmine, for example,
Uh-huh.
emotionally, like their level of stupidity and just ridiculousness like draws us in because like see we know what it's about but we looking at Jasmine like okay so she had upgraded her living situation through Gino every situation okay we got that and then when she just gives us the money like it says like okay you see over there that's where those rich people those are the richest people in Panama those are my new neighbors we're like okay you we we, we, we could do stuff we could do stuff with them with
Then
like
you must be gonna love them 90-Day Fiance, the original with them on it. Seeing them back to back is just too much for my synapses.
but not for me.
She took money from him for her wedding dress and got booty implants, and he trying to tell us that he taking a year off from work so that he could help her get her driver's license.
But see, that's the thing, though. Their level of stupidity just draws you in because it's so ridiculous. Like, but let's go with Brandon and Mary, right? And like you said, you said it perfectly. We've aged out of this range. Like we've aged out
It's not
because
it's
I'm
not appealing to me at all.
no because all of a sudden, right? Like
Mhm.
Lolo then popped back up conveniently as
Cause he came back off his contract work with Lala and Lolo. They go out and work contract in Manila together. That's his property and that's his house. Brandon ain't send her no fucking $60,000 nowhere to build nothing.
Hey, can we talk about the game room real quick? Excuse me.
Mm,
Excuse me.
mm.
What?
They
And
got
I'm
a
looking
lot
at
of big
me
screen TVs up in there.
right, and I'm looking at Mary kind of funny too. I'm looking at Mary kind of funny because Mary, I'm looking at you funny because you mad at him
Mm-hmm.
for playing video games all day while you working or doing whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're mad because Lolo and Lala doing the contract work and bringing the money in. Okay, that's your fault. And you
Mm-hmm.
just told him your whole story. And like that lets me know I'm going with Debbie on this. That he was never really sending you no money because you ain't tripping about him not working. You mad? You mad? You're not mad that he's playing video games so much. You're mad that he's playing the video games too loud.
Mm-mm. The most he was doing was paying her phone. The most he was doing was paying her phone.
And maybe the Wi-Fi part of it. Maybe
That's what I feel.
it was just
Maybe he got a
ridiculous,
package.
right? And here's another thing about this: these idiots. Okay, I'm gonna be respectful as I can, which is not going. It's gonna be really difficult because again, the storyline makes no sense. How is how is Lolo feeling some kind of way about people gossiping about his family when they've been gossiping about your family since the two illegitimate children from the brother? I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you the perspective from a small island village type of thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, People be talking about you like a dog, especially if you're a girl. The boy,
Hmm.
trust me, they wasn't really talking about the boy. They was talking about the girl that he knocked out.
Okay,
And
okay,
word spreads
okay.
fast, and it's the worst game of telephone. Small
Right.
villages is very yakety yakety yakety. I've been subject to that myself, and coming from an American city down to the country and just doing what I normally do, became the subject of my neighbors, which became the subject of my community. And then my aunt, who owned the rum shop, had to come to, first of all, she called my mother to report me, but didn't know exactly what she was reporting me on. And then my mom had to call me and said, "What my sister talking about?" And I go, "I don't know. I don't know." And so then I had to go to her, and she got upset that I went to her to ask her what's the gossip about, because she didn't know what the gossip was about, which is unusual for a rum shop owner, but she knew what it was. She just, it wasn't that big of a deal, especially to me and where I came from overseas. But to her, she didn't want people talking about her family, especially the girl children.
Mhm.
The boys, who cares?
So
Girls
basically, what it was. So basically,
is a
what it
problem.
was is. So basically, what it was. I'm going to tie that to what Mary said. So when it was the boy, it was more like, okay, he a boy, he a man, he gonna do men things. But they were talking about that girl like a dog because like, oh, you loose, you doing this, you doing that. It's kind of similar with Mary because she said something like, because I'm a girl, or because I'm pregnant. He's
Mm-hmm.
upset because I'm
And it's
pregnant. I'm
also
like,
true that
okay,
he's the only foreigner there.
right. I got okay,
You
okay, that
know,
makes sense.
I
I
don't
was like,
know.
they was already talking
Um,
about you. What's the trip?
yeah, it's kind of crazy how it works, but that's how it works.
No, 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 no.
um,
When you
and
say it that way, though, it makes sense.
mhm,
I get it. I get it. Especially if
yeah,
you're coming from those old school cultures where, well, the boy's gonna be, the man's a man. He gonna do what he gonna do, but the girls, no, 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 no. You can't be out there doing all that. So I get that. I totally get that.
yeah, it's just a different mentality. Yeah, and they're from a very communal village. Everybody know everybody.
Hmm.
So,
Right.
like, you go around the corner, somebody gonna see what color drawers you got on if your skirt fly up, like things like that, and you don't think that it's an issue because the wind blew and your skirt went up, but it, like, they saw all the way up to your, intestines for some reason, and that's how the story just rolls on. It's just really
Hmm.
weird. And if I wasn't the subject of it, I would probably not understand this. But did you also notice that she did a lousy job at translating from Brandon to Lolo and Lolo to Brandon? Like, everything was turned on to
Yeah.
her. And it was just like, you are wrong because I am pregnant. Who told you to get pregnant?
You have baby fever.
That is not a thing unless you are her age. I don't know.
And
These two are
who's working this?
stupid.
And who's working the sorry shop while he's playing video games and you yelling at him about playing video games? I just want to know.
Okay, so if he didn't turn off or turn down the sound, why the fuck she ain't go in there and rip the plug out the wall? That's what I would have done. Game over. Boop, 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 boop. Done.
Now go to the shop and make
Uh,
that 18 cents a day we need to make.
you mean 18 cents a month? I don't
Mm,
know. They're just dumb, rolled into dumb, and even dumber. I don't believe anything in their story. Um, she is miserable. Whatever. I can't. Next. I can't believe that he left America to go out there to be a bum, sleeping on the people cement benches, to be the talk of the village.
but can we be honest
Go
though,
home,
and
Brandon.
not to be mean to you, Brandon, but this situation is an upgrade from what you was at. Sorry.
He had a bed in the RV.
No, but he like look at the house. The house is like he his thing is this. He's all I'm gonna go over here live in this house and have running water.
He had a
So,
yard hose.
but the thing is though, the thing about the in Brandon, this is not to be mean to Brandon. He's young, he'll find his way, but he
Mhm.
he didn't have anything to lose by leaving America and taking a shot in the Philippines. He really didn't. He didn't have a career. He didn't have a girlfriend. It didn't seem like he had any like full time job prospects. So in his mind, he's like, okay, it's expensive to be a bum here, but what I could do is I can go be a bum in the Philippines because I know
Mhm.
my godfather and godmother can cash at me some money, and that money's gonna stretch in the Philippines.
Well, he's got to grow up, and because
He does,
I
yeah.
remember when they had that discussion about money, and the first thing out of his mouth was, "Can we borrow some money from Lolo?" Like, no, you was man enough to go out here and be with this girl and put a baby in her. Be man enough to find your own money. He's got to stop relying on others
Hmm.
for financial means and prop ups and crutches. Like, you old enough to make these life decisions. Go get a job. You can get, like, go to the nearest hotel. You would be in high demand because you know English. Like,
You know
come
what? They were probably
on.
they were probably hiring him on that alone. If we're being
Yes.
really honest, but
Yes.
the main crux of his issue, and we need to move on from them because they work on my nerve, is that he's not ambitious in any way.
No, she is upset that he is not washing dishes and clothes with her in the house. She is upset that he's not doing housework and he's playing video games. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because if she wanted him to work, she would have sent him off with Lolo and Lola, or whatever her name is, grandma and grandpa, to Manila
Hmm.
and hustle and get some under the table work. Because there's plenty of hotels over there that he could have worked for 3 months. Because wasn't grandpa over there for 3 months? And he could have
Something like
brought back
that.
some cash. I'm sorry. This is not believable to me. Um, TLC, pick better next time. I'm glad you fired them. Brandon equal low expectations. Oh my God. Thank you, failed foster dog mom. I just can't with them. They're
Who
idiots.
knows?
Best of luck to them and that poor baby. Let's do Holly and Wayne. We supposed to
I got
believe that
nothing.
he's into kink?
That was just something to juice up their storyline. I've got nothing with them.
Listen, listen. You want to know what the highlight was?
I
I
have no
thought she
clue.
had armpit hair. Her hair got stuck underneath her armpit, and I thought it was armpit hair. I was like, she ain't shaved for her wedding. That was the highlight of their episode for me. They both need to go and attend a rehab. Next. Um, let's do Danielle. Wait, no, let's save them for last. Let's save
Yeah.
them for last. Let's do TJ and Kimberly. Okay. TJ mama went and invited the whole village to this wedding, and she
Hmm.
got the best package that she could get, a 2-day discount package, probably on the off days of the week. And it was still not good enough for TJ Daddy because he was pissed he had to pay for it and they ain't had no choice but be there and see all his money go down the drain. Um, I don't care that Kimberly shit her pants in the morning. Watch what you eating and don't drink the local water. Get some Evian. Your parents are there. Since they're not paying for the wedding, then they can pay for bottled Evian for you for the few days. Now, the reason why I say they got the bargain package, Indian weddings are at least 3 days long. You notice that they crammed all of the events, the pre-wedding events that's supposed to take place over 2 days, into one day. And then the last day is the wedding. And I was just like, can I shit myself and be more entertained? Y'all ain't show no food yet. None. I ain't see, like, I will say, Josh, You rehearsed for your Sangeet dance. You rehearsed for that. And cheers to everybody who attended. I hope it was wonderful. I hope she disappoints every single one of y'all. And I hope she has a threesome with TJ and Yash on the wedding night. And I hope mommy hear it.
Here's what I took away from this. I was watching like, oh, they're gonna be real mad because they crammed this in. Um, Now I will say this: they did look like a handsome couple. Like she looked beautiful, he looked handsome. Um, but I'm looking at, I'm taking into account what you said yesterday that Yash is in on this.
Mm-hmm.
Here's why:
Hi, Fermata.
because that confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
that conversation they had, she's like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
hurt my feelings. You call me like, stupid. So I'm a lot of things. You can call me this, you can call me that, but stupid I am not. He's like, you know, yeah, you're not. And if I said anything wrong, I apologize. I'm like, Debbie was right. Again, Debbie was right on this one. Like, really? For
Wait,
real?
did he slip and call her baby?
I need to go rewatch that. I was just gonna
Somebody in
cry.
the chat last night at Heidi show said that did y'all hear her call him call her baby or babe or something like that. I was like, wait, what? But he was looking at her. He was looking at her. He did everything but lick his lips. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Not a threesome. Yes. Yes. And I want to see it posted on the Indian page on Pornhub. Jamal, look for it. Thank you. Let us know when it's posted.
Can't stand you.
Hi, Mac Reviews.
I can't stand you.
I think Kimberly just likes playing Indian dress up. She's an idiot. She sat there and she complained, I don't know what's going on, but my most favorite thing of having a cultural Indian wedding is getting all of these costume changes. So if you know you got all these costume changes, you don't know what they're in relation to. You ain't do a little Google schmoogle. You ain't open up your fucking mouth and instead of complaining, just ask a fucking question to TJ. Maybe if you had showed some interest in your wedding, maybe they would have told you needed to sit on mama's lap during the lap gift thing or whatever. Look,
If you notice,
I'm not gonna
this
I'm
whole
not gonna
thing.
turn away a present. And I'm not
No,
gonna
here's the
turn
thing
away
with
no
her.
food.
Here's the thing with her though.
Hmm.
She was remember her storyline part of it was like she was mad because they didn't include her or give her any input into the planning, right? Right? That was
Mm-hmm.
her storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think about it, like you did not ask Nair question in regards to what's going on. You didn't ask not one question. You complained about not being a part of the process, but you
Mm-hmm.
never asked a
Mm-hmm.
question. So how are
Yep.
you upset and mad? Here's my whole thing. You look beautiful on your wedding day. People are
Mm-hmm.
giving you all sorts of attention. They're bringing you gifts. They're giving you blessings. If I'm her, I'm just gonna sit there and smile as you give me my
Mm-hmm.
presents and blessings. She will. She is one of those people. Either this is a storyline, or she's just one of those people who will never be happy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's one of the two.
Okay. Um. Okay. Alrighty. So hold on, Rodney. There is a dowry. I believe they're having a Hindu wedding. Um. And it's supposed to come from the bride's family to the groom's family. Like when like the night, remember when the two families got together for the first time? Remember?
Hmm.
That was supposed to be the night that Kimberly's parents brought a present to give to TJ's parents,
Gotcha. Okay.
right? And that's part of the lead up to the week of bridal festivities. But we ain't see we saw a bunch of long hands walking into that place. Sorry. Um, okay, so you let them know. Okay, perfect. Hmm, the Sangeet was okay. I just wish she didn't cram it all into 2 days, or maybe that's all TLC could pay for. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know. But would it have been so hard for him to tell Kimberly that during the present thing on the lap, that she had to sit on her mother-in-law's lap and explain the custom? I think she would have appreciated that. Here's what I think really happened though. Mama said, "Don't tell that bitch nothing. I don't want her sitting on me at all." Because you saw when the girl said, "Sit on mom's lap," and mom was like, "Oh, no, that's okay." And I was like, "Oh, all right then." She don't want a relationship with you neither. Okay.
Yeah, it was
But
just it was
whatever.
just a man. It was just a
Mazel
man.
tov to them. Hopefully next week we'll see the wedding. Mm. And her outfits, I wish she wore brighter colors. It seems like the yellow was dull. It wasn't like a bright canary yellow when she
Right.
went to go and get the Mendy. Then she showed up in that peach thing for the Sangeet. It was dull. Like there is a brighter peach. Like she should have wore coral. That would have looked nice. That would have
Well,
looked nice
Debbie,
because then her purple Princess Leia bums would have like really popped. Like how you
but
gonna let
Debbie,
Miss Lisa show up and look better than you?
but the
Yeah.
thing is though, like the fabric was probably part of the budget package, maybe. Like they couldn't afford the deep bright reds, the canary yellows. They're like, nah, this is with your package. You know, this includes the wedding outfits, but this is what we have for you.
The wedding outfit is separate. Wedding outfits is separate. She just picked
Oh,
dull as dishwater colors because that is how she was feeling. And the only person that she's going to hurt in the end is herself, because all of her pictures and all of her videos have her with like making stupid faces or frowning. And she's in like everybody else is in these beautiful bright colors and you look dull and dirty. Okay.
you look
I know TJ
dull
looked good
and
in his
dirty.
outfits. She does.
Okay.
She looks like, okay, so you know when, I don't know if y'all like pre-wash your clothes, and like if it's something is really dirty and like you pre-soak it and you soak out all of the like the preliminary dirt. And when you take the clothes out, like that leftover dirty soap water, that's what she looked
Okay,
like.
yeah, I got you.
She looks dull. Indian weddings I look forward to because they're bright, they're vibrant, they make me happy looking at them. Family Karma. Look at the weddings
Stop
that we
it.
watched this past
Stop
season.
it. Stop.
I
Stop.
no, I'm
Yes.
going there. I'm going there.
No comparison.
Those weddings were beautiful, and just just the
Okay.
colors.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you seeing how she's showing up. This is why I'm angry. I'm how did I have more happiness looking at Holly's wedding with her stumbling and bumbling all over the place and getting her fix before she go to say I do. And I'm looking at this Indian wedding that I've been waiting for the whole season, and I'm like, wah, 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 wah. No, it's
Okay.
not
I'm going.
fair.
Well, Debbie started
She
this,
kind
everybody,
of
so I'm going to put it in.
pale. She kind of pale, but she still could have found a color that would have popped on her. Because Lisa, just as pale as her, Ryan. I don't care. Lisa looked good in her pinks and her yellows. She was looking good.
But here's the thing,
I'm
though. Debbie
so
started
sad.
this, y'all, so I'm just going to chime in real quick. Kimberly really could have worn her confessional outfits versus what she wore to her wedding.
Yes. The color palette in the confessionals were so much nicer. I'm not saying go neon. I'm not
She killed
saying
that
that.
red, though. She killed the red. That red.
Exactly.
She killed that red. She could have done the red.
Yeah.
She could have done the deep purples, and then she
Yeah.
could. That's what That's what she could have done. Seriously.
But her outfit, you saying it here, Mac. Her outfits on their own were nice. I'm not looking for nice at a wedding though. It's
Yeah,
nice when you going down to the store, but I want
right.
you to pop, especially if you the bride, but everyone else around you is popping but you. Okay.
Yeah,
I want
that's a
more
fair
for her.
point.
I want more for her. She's the bride. Act like it. All right, we've wasted enough time on them. Who's next?
For the last
We
couple,
did
Johan and Danielle.
Kimberly.
I need your opinion on this. I really need your opinion on this because maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong lens. But when they were in the car and he was saying what he was saying, and then she will respond and she got upset. I'm just talking about the overall demeanor. I can have no sympathy for her because I'm looking at when she said this. I can't. I didn't think he had this in him. I'm like, I'm looking at her. Where have you been? Like, he's been this way the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? I just want to know if I'm not looking at this properly because everything she was saying,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at her like, well,
He's just
no,
not
this is
been so overt or vocal about it.
okay. Fair. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on? Okay, I want to start with the investment property he was looking at. Right, 20,000. Now,
That wasn't an
when she's
investment. I was team Danielle.
what were your thoughts on that though? Like, what did you think
He
it
couldn't be
was?
serious. He could not be serious. Invest $20,000 to rent it out for $100 a month.
I'm
What?
gonna say this. That when I was like, that caught me off guard when he said, okay, I was okay. I'm gonna say it like this. I need to know the size of the house. I need to know the lot. I'm going Debbie mode on this one. I need to see the full property. I'm gonna leave it that. I'm like 20K doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't off top doesn't sound bad.
Okay.
But when she said
Mm-hmm.
$100 a month, I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Wait. Who?
Jamal, I'm gonna throw in something else.
Okay.
Remember when we was in paradise with them and we went to his family's house and they was bathing with
Right.
the hose and the bucket in the bathroom?
Mhm.
He said this house is in that neighborhood. What house in that neighborhood is $20,000? Get the fuck out of here.
Wait.
He was
Oh,
he was cutting out a chunk of that for him to pocket.
got you. So that's why she said, I'm not giving you 20,000. Thank you, Debbie.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 'Cause
The rent is correct, $100 a month for his
right.
neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
But the
Okay.
price, unless they buy in the whole neighborhood,
Okay. See, and because that part stuck out to me when she said, I'm not giving you. She didn't. She's a strike. She's
mm-hmm,
not a stupid woman. She would use words
mm-hmm,
of like invest. I don't want. She would say I don't want to invest in that
mm-hmm.
neighborhood. But when she said I'm not giving you $20,000, I'm like, huh? That was one of the things that kept in the back of my head. I wanted to ask you about because that struck me.
Okay, so Max says Danielle has been so nasty to Johan in the past. He's just paying her back for that. No sympathy for her. Correct, because he laid it out really well in the car. He said, you ain't give me no house, you ain't give me no car, you ain't
Hmm.
give me my papers, and you ain't give me no child. That last one was a bad one
Yeah,
though.
that was the.
That was the kill shot, right? But he told no lies, especially if that's what their original arrangement
Agreement.
was,
That was my whole
right?
thing. The way he came
Mhm.
across, I wasn't happy with. But then when you take into account what Mac Review said, I'm going to cut him some slack. And the way she presented everything. I'm going to go back. when she said, when I move to the DR, it will be more easier for us financially. We'll have a great life. We're gonna do this, this, and that, right? I'm gonna side with you on this one because he's upset because there had to be some sort of agreement in place. If there was no agreement in place, he would not be this upset. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that.
No, but
He
what she said was, I'm not here to finance your flex. He is thinking about what that other man whore got without even getting married from his foreign
right.
girlfriend, and he want to be like that. But
Mhm.
then you should have picked better. You should have picked better.
De-
Don't pick a broke bitch.
but didn't she? But in her defense, she's always said that she was in the best financial position, and he
when
still
she
stayed.
started arguing over $200 in peanuts from the mini bar, he should have broken ran then. I'm sorry.
No, I still laugh about the peanuts though.
I will never stop saying that. He's just mad at
Rocky said,
himself and taking it out on her.
"Oh, sorry." FFG
No, no,
says,
no.
"FFD says Johan's True Colors came out. Sanky Panky." Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that DR math wasn't. Rodney, I
She
agree.
made
She
empty
made
promises.
empty promises.
She made empty promises, but the part is he accepted them. That's his fault. Because if you want to be a skanky panky, you got to know how to smell out the bitches with the money and the bitches that got empty wallets. Sorry.
And my thing is
Sorry.
this, sir. You come from the resort world. You know what money smells like. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Last we understand that he has no job. Like the butcher store is gone, and we haven't heard about him going back to the training, right? So
Mm-hmm.
how is he giving her half the rent? I'm like, well,
I
hold
don't
up.
even think he is because listen, remember the girlfriends, her girlfriends when they came down, they was like, you went from 3 jobs to none. So what he
Right.
doing? Like,
Thank
did he have
you.
savings? Did he get back some of the rent money from the meat shop? Like, I don't know. And what little money he's giving her, what is it really covering? What is
She
it
no.
covering?
She said no. He said he pays for his own food. He pays for his own stuff. And then she said, when he gives me money for half the rent,
Mm-hmm.
I put it into my account and I wire it. I wire the rent. So where is he
So
getting money from?
I have no idea. Um,
Okay.
but she needs to wonder about that too, because okay, so he gives her, I can't believe that he married her to be a roommate. He could have went back home and lived for free.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You like the conveniences of her apartment. You like hot water. You like a bathroom. You like a flushing toilet. You like a nice long bed that could probably accommodate all 7'4" of you.
Mm-hmm.
You like living amongst the tourist people because if you were smart, you would have been scoped out your next rich bitch and left her.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you're going to have to wind up back at the family house, bathing in the yard
Right.
with the hose. He makes no sense. In my opinion, he is just angry because he's realizing he made a mistake and is taking it out on her.
Right.
Um, but homegirl, like, she's like, the rent is paid for the year. I don't really need you, period. And he served his purpose. He got her there on the island.
Right.
And it's his fault that nothing came out the way, like, don't
Right.
trust empty promises. Just don't.
Mm-mm.
You was following her around, scattering coconuts, making like prayers and rubbing crystals and all of this yin yang, knick knack paddywhack, and you wasn't looking out for you or your family. Kudos.
And honestly,
Mm-mm-mm.
they did it to themselves. Both of them.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Did Johan have to do any paperwork that Danielle could stay there? How can she be there this long? Um, Maybe she just presented her marriage certificate that we never saw signed. Who
Right.
knows? Who knows? Maybe immigration isn't working that hard to keep her out. It's ridiculous. They are ridiculous. And they are still thinking about going to a life coach. Oh, it hurts. It hurts my head. But this was the episode. I think we went through everybody, right?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, it's how many more? They need to wrap this up. Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah.
Wrap it
I
up.
mean, we already have a wedding, so like TJ and Kimberly should be done. So we don't need to see them anymore.
And
Uh,
Wayne and Holly are done.
we don't just see you anymore because
Done.
all she's gonna do is whine about her mama leaving and not feeling safe. We don't just see that. Yeah, y'all need to be done too. I feel once the wedding is done, you should be done as well.
And like Mary and Brandon, they're done too.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking on my part. So basically, next week we're turning in to see Johan trying to steal Gizmo while he moving out.
Right. Well, he paid for Gizmo apparently, so it's not technically stealing.
But it was a gift. You can't take it back. No backsies.
That's
Johan.
American rules. I'm just saying that's American
Let me tell
rules.
you, we would be fighting over that dog. Johan does not know Stellar Gate.
Stella got
Stella
no
got her groove back rules.
rule back rules.
You need to get with a freshly divorced woman and you live off of her alimony. Oh, Ronnie, that's a good one. That's a good
That's
one.
a very good point.
Um, Fail foster dog mom for Danielle. It's a win-win. She gets to run from her creditors, live below her means, and get the D. Johan gets zero. He's pissed. Well, he should have realized that. Again, if you got a
Oh,
bitch that fighting over peanuts from the honor bar, look in the
oh.
next room. I thought the fight over the dog was going to be this week. No, we
Me
didn't see
too.
it. They were
We
in a
didn't see it.
car all this week. So I'm assuming that once they leave the life coach, they're going to go back to the apartment and fight over him packing up and leaving and taking the dog. One could only hope because this can't stretch much further. It's weak as it is. Um anyway, any other thoughts on this stupid show?
None.
Okay. Y'all, join us back here at the top of the hour where we will talk about 90 Day, The Last Resort. I did enjoy the episode, but yeah, just one couple.
Well, I mean, I can't say I enjoyed the episode. I can't, but we got a new side character, so that was nice to see. It added something to me. For me, it added something for me. I'm like the side character that came through. This is what we needed. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm. Yes. Ryan says Shanika's sister comes next week. Yes. And I think that's when
Mm-hmm.
their meltdown will happen.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are we reviewing the latest 90 days? I've seen some parts on Facebook and it looks crazy. Okay, we talked about this yesterday, Farmata. I don't have the stomach for this. I watched it. Jamal didn't. Lucky duck. But these people, what we saw in this first episode, are trash and not worth me wasting 2 hours on. I tried. I tried my best. I I'm I just can't. If something interesting happens, let us know. We'll talk about it, but I'm not interested. And especially with Family Chantel coming up and Beverly Hills and Miami coming back, I don't want to waste time on 90 days if it's trash. The
Right.
reverse Miona, yeah, I couldn't. I She was not that interesting to me. I think that she is a grifter. Um
Mhm.
It's like the storylines just aren't ringing true to me. And like TLC, get a better production company, better producers who can think of different things um, to give us, because this isn't it. Where do TLC find them? Just on TV for exposure. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. But not everybody can be a Sheila and David, where we have a death of a close family relative to help spice it up. Because let's just call a thing. Without her mom dying, they would have been like shit on a brick, just there.
That I think TLC needs to go back to the olden days of 90 Day, where at least the stories were somewhat believable. Now, old girl who was a model, we're like, okay, that's what you want to call it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and she's good friends with the ex-wife. I mean, somewhat believable stories.
Mm-hmm.
What you're trying, what you're doing now is getting all these outrageous people, and you hope they're entertaining, and they're not.
No, no.
No,
Yeah, I agree with you, Rodney. Change the formula. Change the formula.
change whatever the UK's got going on. Look at that.
But you know what it is? Instead of changing the formula, they just create a new trash show. And
Yeah,
they're just diluting the original formula, and now it's not worth piss.
and that's where they went wrong. They did too many like different iterations of the show,
Mm-hmm.
like these
Mm-hmm.
spinoffs. Like, why do we need the other way, the original, uh, last resort,
Before the
single
90
life?
days, single life. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it should just be, if you're going to do more than one or more than two, you just need before the 90 days, the other way, and that's it. Is there a third one we would like?
Um, okay, are we going to talk about Lita and her fraud? No. Um, we spoke about that yesterday on Heidi's show. I was kind of like lost in the sauce because I didn't care. I didn't too much care about her when she was on 90 Days. I thought she was
Right.
rude and lying. Um, but yeah, she got arrested. She got out on bail. Good for, not good for her, but good that she got out. I mean, I
Give me the okay.
Look, the closest that I come to that is watching Dog the Bounty Hunter. Okay, I can't relate. I'm scared of the people prison. So I'm allergic to doing things that are illegal. It's just not my zhuzh. Um, but good luck to her in all her endeavors. And um, no, guilty. I mean, oh, not guilty until proven innocent. Oh Lord, I did a Mary from Salt Lake City. Innocent
Wow.
until proven guilty. Sorry. Lord have mercy. Let me close this show out because I'm just sinking deeper and deeper in this bullshit. Good luck to Lita and all her family. TLC should do 90 day in the USA. We have enough nuts here. Oof. Would she be deported after jail? Um, for those kinds of charges? Yeah, yeah. And especially if she doesn't have her citizenship, for sure, for sure, for sure. If she does, I'm still thinking, yeah. Anyway, the trailer for Beverly Hills looks good. I haven't seen since LVP left. Oh, okay. And check out Miami's trailer. It's not as good as Beverly Hills, but we love Miami down here. Oh my god. We were talking about temperatures last night, and Heidi lives out west, and she's like, "Oh, temperatures are going down. We're talking about the first
Mhm.
snow." Bitch, I went outside today. I was like, "Oh, what's the temperature like?" "Oh, it's 90, but it feels like 100." When we gonna get that down here?
Mhm.
When are we gonna get some nice fall weather? Because I am melting. I am melting. saw that too. Yeah. All right, y'all, give us a couple minutes to flip around the background and come back and join us for Last Resort. Um, I got a little kiki out of this, especially with all of the behind the scenes shenanigans that were going on. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, good to go.
All right, y'all. See you in a bit.